Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. I beg, make on here. This is breaking news. A lot of people have come now, volunteered, and also all of them are speaking in defense of the IPOP agitation, calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and also in support of the inconsistent and incessant sit at home that is happening in the southeastern part of the country, championed by Mr. Simon EKPA, the Finland-based lawyer, and also an activist, and also a politician in Finland. So we're going to hear these best headlines as we proceed with the news we have for all this day. Please do not mind my voice because I've been having these challenges, but that will not stop me from doing what I know how to do best. So anyhow you see my voice, please manage it that way. The most important thing there is for you to do what? Collect the message that comes from this broadcast. The wisdom that attached to it. That is the most important thing there. But what matters most is the message that passed, not really the voice I used to pass it. After all, people admire the voice of Nyesom Wike. Then what happened to my own angelic voice? I beg you, as you watch, you don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. It is very, very important and very, very necessary. So we are going to start our news from this our brother, where his name be Reno Omokiri, is a former presidential aide to Goodluck Jonathan. And I've been an anchor man that speaks against Biafra, the agitation, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and also he speaks against the activities of Simon EKPA. But to him now, have returned back now to know exactly why we are chasing our referendum, that the marginalization which we are facing is nothing to write home about. So now he have turned back again to speak in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Simon EKPA, and also the Biafrans in general. And he also speak about the sit at home that is going on in the southeast area or region of the country. So hear the news as we proceed. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and also share. Nnamdi Kanu do what the Yorubas did when MKO Abiola was in prison. Reno Omokiri. Popular political analyst Reno Omokiri has condemned the use of force in demanding the release of those in incarceration. Nigerians report that various public figures have urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to do what? To release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOP, Nnamdi Kanu, so as to put an end to the unrest in the southeastern part of the country. You people have seen it. Even every Dick and Harry know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not committed any offense. So, in other words, still keeping him in detention is tantamount to abuse of his human rights as a human being and also as a Nigerian citizen. Nigerians report that various public figures have urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOP, Nnamdi Kanu, so as to put an end to the unrest in the southeast. According to them, the violence in the region will end as soon as the federal government set Kanu free. However, Omokiri Reno opined it is unwise for the region to hurt itself while trying to spite those in power. This is the point I keep on raising. And people keep on attacking me every now and then. We cannot do because we want to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or we are agitating and in other words destroying our southeast economy. When I say they keep asking me, what economy are you talking about? What about COVID-19 during the 3 months lockdown? And they keep saying, you call 3 months lockdown of COVID-19. Not forgetting that this is at home, that we are forcing our people every Monday, started from September of 2021 till over 2 years now, we are still doing it at home, and the economy keep on dying. Do you know how much the Southeast have lost? We have lost over 5.7 trillion naira in the last 2 years of this sit at home. Where this money supposed to be coming to the Southeast, it is going to other states that are not doing sit at home every Monday. And they are attacking me. Now, hear it again from another mouth. He described what is happening in the Southeast, as he described it as cutting your own nose. You are cutting your own nose, using your hand to cut yourself entirely, completely from the face of investors in coming to your own place. A former presidential aide referred to how the Yorubas acted when MKO Abiola was in jail and all the region to take a page out of their book. Omokri wrote, when Abiola was in jail, the Yorubas did not destroy their region to force Abacha to release MKO Abiola. Rather, they used diplomacy to turn Abacha into an international pariah until Abacha was forced to offer Abiola bail, which Abiola refused, and that one led to his death. Muhammad Abacha was in prison for 3 good years. How was he released? With a question mark. Kano elders sought in an audience with Obasanjo in 2002 and publicly prostrated to him, and Muhammadu was released. The next month, the court freed Muhammadu. Asari Dokubo was in prison for treason for 2 good years until Niger Delta elders used diplomacy to get President Yar'Adua to release him in 2007. What militancy could not do, diplomacy did. I cannot imagine any truly intelligent person saying, until we release our son, we will keep destroying our region. Who loses? And he said, fight intelligently, not forcefully. You are cutting your own nose and thinking you are spiting those in power. And anybody can even cancel you guys. It is either you know better than those who want to cancel you and start to lecture them, or you insult them. The Yorubas use diplomacy as leverage. Kano people used it. Niger Delta used it. You too use it. It will serve you better than this part of destruction, this part of self-destruction where we have embarked on. No government can give it to force. The minute they do, they are finished because others will smell weakness and engage in their own violence. Very, very on point. You said the truth, and that is the way it is. Femi Adesina, and I still remember him, the speaker, the speaker of the past administration. He defended anything that is not defendable. Now he have come out again to defend the past government by replying to what do they call him? Bishop Coker said in his speech during the celebration of Afe Babalola in Ado Ekiti State. Make on hear what he said. Adesina replies Bishop Coker over ugliest phase of corruption under Buhari comment. Former President Spiritual Head Femi Adesina has replied to the Bishop of Sokoto Catholic Diocese, Matthew Hassan Coker, over his recent comment about the administration of the immediate past President, Muhammadu Buhari. Recall that Adesina was President's Special Advisor, Media and Publicity while in office. In a Twitter post on Tuesday morning, Adesina lampooned Bishop Coker for saying that Buhari's administration witnessed the ugliest height of corruption. The former president Ed said the renowned Christian cleric was only pained that he never got under the castle patronage from Buhari. Hey, wahala. Defending what is not defendable. Ogu will kill all of us. Who listened to that bishop again? He still pained that he got no under the castle patronage from Buhari, unlike in the past, as he pained them in the switchers. Adesina wrote on Twitter. While I know they finish. Allowance suspension. According to Benga Daniel, he says, and I quote, some governors may not be happy with me. Yes, so because you suspended your own, but you could have been called it a quit, not suspension. Suspend it means tomorrow you can wake up and say, what I said before, I didn't say it again, reopen the pension again. So that is it now. You people, you politicians think we are stupid. That we don't know difference between I suspend this thing, suspension. Anybody who goes suspension from school, he been suspended, is different from anybody that have been expelled permanently suspension 1 week or 2 weeks or 1 month or years. So in any case, you can wake up tomorrow now and said that suspension I called for my pension is over. Now I can begin to earn my pension again. And I see yes, people are clapping for you. Nobody need to clap. A former governor of Ogun State, Otumba Gbenga Daniel, has said some of his colleagues who are former governors may not be happy with his decision to stop collecting the monthly pension being paid to him by the state government. Daniel said this on Tuesday during an appearance on Sunrise Daily, a current affairs program on Channels Television. Recall that Daniel has asked Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State to stop the monthly pension and allowance being paid to him by the state government. In a letter titled, "Request to Suspend My Monthly Pension and Allowances," the Ogun senator said the suspension of the pension was in compliance with his conscience, moral principles, and ethical code against double emoluments. Daniel also disclosed that since he left the office in 2011, he had not benefited from any welfare packages, which include medical, furniture, and transportation. Speaking during the interview, the former governor said he would advise his colleagues who are also in the National Assembly to suspend their allowances following the harsh reality and high level of poverty in the country as of now. The Ogun East senator said he did not know how the letter he wrote to the governor Abiodun became public because it was not meant for public consumption. Speaking further, Daniel said the expectations of the Nigerian lawmakers are different from their colleagues around the world. He said ordinarily a lawmaker is supposed to look at laws, make emotions, etc. But the expectations out there is different. In fact, I don't know if any lawmaker will be applauded for making any laws. They ask, what are you bringing home? What are your rules? According to Gbenga Daniel. Monarchs urged Tinubu to sign Nigeria Peace Corps into law. Some Nigerian monarchs have admonished President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to, without further hesitation, sign the Peace Corps of Nigeria Establishment Bill into law. Nigerians understand that the traditional rulers made the call on Monday, July 10, at the public lecture in the commemoration of the 25th anniversary 2023 Founders Day celebration of the Peace Corps of Nigeria held in Abuja. Present at the occasion is the Esu Nupe and the chairman, Niger State Council of Traditional Rulers, Alhaji Yahya Abubakar, the paramount ruler of the TV nation. For TV, Ocheverich, Prof. James Ayatasa, and the paramount ruler of the Doma Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Agaba Idu, Dr. Eliago Odogu Obagaji John. In his remark, Esu Nupe, who was the chairman of the occasion, stated that the signing of the bill into law will go a long way in helping the federal government's efforts in the fight against insecurity in the country. The signing of the bill will enable the Peace Corps officers to join hands with other security agencies in tackling the security challenges leadership quoted Esu Nupe saying. He advised the cadets always to show discipline and be focused on the discharge of their duties anywhere. The monarch commanded the national commandment of the corps, Dr. Dixon Ako, and his officers, ensuring the success of the corps despite difficulties in their respective offices. Petrol used to be 180 naira, now 537 naira. This one is coming from APC chieftain. He speaks on Tinubu's government, in other words, on their government. The chieftain of the All Progressive Congress APC, Chief Billy Osawuru, has expressed concerns about how fuel subsidy removal has affected the livelihood of Nigerians in the last few weeks since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu announced it. Osawuru recalled that premium motor spirit, PMS, better known as fuel or petrol, was initially sold at 180 naira per litre. He said the feeling and suffering will be different now that it is sold at 537 naira and above. The member representing Oriem Movon and Omu Owede Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives, however, pleaded with the Nigerians to be patient and give President Tinubu the benefit of the doubt, saying things will eventually get better in the long run. That means it is not today. The suffering has to continue while they never cut the cost of governance. Part of the problem we are facing in Nigeria today. And you want the citizens to wait on the long run. Sorrow, agony and pain. Nigerian report that Osawuru stated this on Monday while addressing journalists in Abuja. The lawmaker said the House of Representatives is very much aware of the prevailing hardship in the land, adding that the lawmakers are working to ease the pains of the people. According to him, the citizens will eventually enjoy the benefit of fuel subsidy removal, and their grandchildren will enjoy the same as well. If you get 2,000 naira as a subsidy just on a short time, then that suffering is still there, and we are still going to pay the price. But if we can just let the 2,000 naira go towards something else, that will make our lives better in the long run. You are not just going to enjoy it. Your children will enjoy it, and your children's children will enjoy it. I am sure that it is our goal that patience and tolerance are what we are pleading for, because I understand the way it is. There's always going to be a shake-up and not in pleasant way. Imagine someone that used to buy fuel for 180 naira today is buying it for 537 naira. It is not the same feeling. We know the hardship is there, but I can assure you that it's going to be for a short period. If we can go through this short period by being patient with the new administration, better days will be ahead for us all. Daily Trust quoted Chief Osawuru by saying, I'm very, very sure that while you are giving this lecture or speech you called news, it will be maybe like 5, 6, 7, or 8, 9, 10 security officials guiding you doing this news. Then where are we going to see the money to save? Where the cost of governance have not been cut down? Southeast governors, lawmakers to meet Tinubu. The Southeast governors, lawmakers, and leaders of the Igbo Social Cultural Organization and NIG are set to meet President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the insecurity rocking the region. Nigerians understand that the Southeast elders arrived at the decision to meet the president at an emergency meeting held on Monday at the Imo State House Lodge in Asokoro, Abuja. Governor Hope Uzodinjo, who speaks to newsmen after the lengthy meeting, lamented that insecurity remained the greatest challenge facing the Southeast. While you are there, you are the one that is fueling the insecurity. Nonsense people. He said, we have identified insecurities as the problem of the Southeast for now, and it is at the front burner and must be addressed. The federal government in the past supported us, but we think that it can do more. So, among other resolutions, we resolve today to make a representation to the president for his intervention to be able to bring insecurity in the region to an end. So, any amount from now or any moment from now, we will be putting together an arrangement to visit the president and discuss with him. There are certain things we cannot do very well without the federal government. Security is in the exclusive list, and only the federal government can deploy as appropriate. On his part, President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, said the 5 Southeast governors and lawmakers from the region are determined to end the security challenges as soon as possible. Frankly speaking, I am not going to give you the details of what we want to do. The problem of insecurity is one that cannot be solved by Southeast governors alone. We have resolved that the leadership of Ohanaeze, the governors and the lawmakers, will get in touch with the president to know the way forward. The problem in the Southeast is too much, too big for governors alone. It is a Nigerian problem, and the president will give support to the governors. According to Emmanuel Iwanyawo, he said. Umokri calls out Ezekwesili and others. All this is still on the issue of the growing insecurity we are having in the southeast. A former presidential aide, Reno Umokri, has called out the former Minister of Education, Obiageli Ezekwesili, and the prominent politicians over the worsening insecurity in the southeast. Umokri wondered the reason celebrities and politicians who were so focused on Lagos during the 2023 gubernatorial election are so quiet over the forced sit-at-home, paralyzing economic and social activities in the southeast. He also called out Nigerians who defended the fraudulent act of Anambra student Mmesoma Ejikeme for failing to condemn the activities of different non-state actors in the southeast region of the country. Umokri added that those who speak out during the last presidential election have remained quiet as sit-at-home enforcers punish school children for going to school and dealt with market women for going about their lawful businesses. He wrote, "How come all the prominent celebrities and politicians who were so focused on Lagos during the last gubernatorial election are so quiet over the growing insecurity in the southeast and the force sit-at-home paralyzing economic and social activities in the region? Where are the loud voices that defended the fraudulent act of Mmesoma Ejikeme? How come those who speak up during the Nigerian election 2023 remain quiet as different non-state actors punish school children for going to school and dealt with the market women for going about their lawful businesses? If these sit-at-homes are popular in the region, why would they need to be enforced? We had sit-at-homes called by the late Dr. Beko Kuchi's campaign for democracy in Lagos during the Abacha regime, and nobody enforced them. Lagosians willingly stayed at home because they supported that act of civil disobedience against a brutal dictator. Where are Obi Ezekwesili and others who laid a chant against Lagosians? Where are this tacton when Badebo Rose Bible declared himself the incoming governor of Lagos? Or when Lagos wanted to demolish structural deficient buildings at Alaba? Or when the Lagos State House of Assembly mooted the idea of laws protecting indigenous Lagosians? Where have your voice gone? Or do you endorse what is currently happening in the southeast? It is so bad that southeast leaders are meeting in Abuja to discuss insecurity in their region. They could meet in southeast. Have you ever heard that the southwest leaders met in Abuja over conditions in the southeast? This one is question mark that comes to the southeastern governors and the lawmakers. So my good people of Biafra, my lovers of freedom and lovers of mankind, now here we will take back break. Until you hear my voice again, my voice still remains the same. And my name never changed. I still Ukute Daily Talk, giving you the news update of what is transpired in the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his freedom, the Biafra agitation, the sit-at-home, and all the shenanigans being happening at the federal, state, and local level. Now here we will take back break. Until I come your way again, I still remain Ukute Daily Talk. Have a nice day, and may the Lord bless us all, Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Be right back. Thank you for listening.